Your boy GeekGhostGamerTop reporting to the FGC on the microphone fam. And we're diving into quite the roller coaster. It's been an interesting few weeks for this fighting game title and the gaming company behind this recent fighting game, Riot Games, the powerhouse behind its previous RPG games like League of Legends, Valorant, and Runeterra, recently laid off 80 employees. What led Riot Games to do what they did when their latest fighting game was finally released about a year and a half ago? We're going to break this all down into two halves. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, let's do a bit of recap and then see what the future brings for 2XKO in their recent statement. So fam, we all know what 2XKO is about. Yes, the attempt of a fighting game from Riot Games, released in 2025, with 10 characters. Not the standard character roster for a fighting game in 2025, right? So, let's run the timeline to how all this led to the controversy, including its Season 1 launch on January 20th, 2026. It seemed promising. Finally, 2XKO was going to be a dark horse in the fighting game plethora. With the release of Caitlyn Kierman, Season 1, and more. We're talking arcade skins, Chrome Crash, Frame Perfect, Heartseeker, and Beast skins, and online lobbies for days. This was good for the game. Finally, after months of PC bugging and betas and early access woes, 2XKO is on the come up. But then, on February 9th, 2026, Riot made headlines. They fired 80 employees just weeks after Season 1 of 2XKO launched. The press release felt like a punch. The game didn't meet their internal metrics. This is a big deal when you're trying to support a large team long term. This was a weird signaling for Riot Games and its EVP, Tom Cannon. But something was amiss, fam. But wait, the FGC was buzzing, especially after Frosty Fausting's 18. Players rallied around 2XKO. Most were hopeful, but some feared the worst. The subreddit lit up with discussions about the game's future. Would these layoffs spell doom? The subreddit had their pound of flesh at the game, 2XKO. And for the small pocket of gamers, 2XKO was at the pit of fire at this time. The game was on a knife's edge during this time. Will there be hope for Riot Games' latest fighting game in 2XKO? Then came the press release on February 13th. After 12 days of keeping mum, Riot came out with another press statement acknowledging their shortfalls with too many voices, a somewhat distorted DLC character timeline, and not meeting the FGC's expectations. Finally lay out their plans for 2XKO going into the future. Here's what we learned. Duo play. They're working on a local duo mode. Imagine couch co-op with friends. That's a win for social gaming. Core gameplay. They're committed to keeping the fast-paced action. High skill ceilings. They're here to stay. Balance changes are coming to clarify strengths and weaknesses across characters. Community support. Riot wants to empower tournament organizers. They're setting up exclusive in-game prizes for local TOs. This will help grow communities and support grassroots events. Speaking of tournaments, upcoming events like Genesis X3 and Texas Showdown are on the horizon. Riot's listening to feedback too. They're addressing ranked match fairness and screen tearing issues that console players have raised. Plus, they're looking at balancing characters like Yasuo and Echo. And let's talk about new champions. Akali, the stealth ninja, is ready to slice through the competition. Senna brings light and shadow with her glass cannon and rush down attacks. Their gameplay is all about precision. Their trailers are expected soon, fam. For now, let's enjoy their 10-second teaser gameplay. So, what's the verdict? From tough layoffs to a promising outlook, Riot Games is showing they're not giving up on XKO. Maybe the future looks bright in the crystal ball after one of the game's devs have given some light. The FGC can breathe a sigh of relief. XKO isn't dead, it's evolving. And do y'all have the best hopes for XKO, fam? Let me know. Thus far, Riot Games is not revealing much other than the recent press statement of their outlook as provided by one of their devs, Sean. So, that's it from me, the news and updates and the promising outlook for XKO and Riot Games. We will be looking through the peripheral crystal ball, fam. Stick around for more updates and let's see where this ride takes us. Also, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more geeky news, rundowns, and more, fam. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope this video found you well, and go out and play some fighting games. See you in the next one. Away!